A little bit of what I felt about the training, about sharing just now. In fact, my impression on MDC Nipun happened at 2 o'clock just now because he came earlier. I was here. Further away, I look at him. Is this that guy? Because he looks so young. And then he walked in the door. I was actually the one who brought him to the toilet. On the way we were talking, and he's so humble. He's so down to earth. The moment I talked to him, I think this is the guy that worth MDC because you have to be humble, you have to be down to earth in order to succeed. The one thing that I really liked the most about his training was, I think he was showing us the reality. Not just the reality of underemployment or being a daddy or a full-time husband or whatever, but this is a reality. He showed us whatever happening not only in Thailand or Malaysia but all over the world. This is the reality that we are facing. People are hunger for more opportunities and for more money. And I can tell you, social media is the next big thing. It's actually not the next big thing, it's already happening now. And right now, today, we are glad that what MDC Nipun can stay back to teach us how to post effectively, especially on Facebook. Not just post it effectively, but in a summary, how to make money from Facebook or social media. Just to remind you again, what MDC Nipun is from Thailand. He was a civil engineer. He joined New Zealand when he was just 21 years old. Anyone here 21 years old or even younger? Yes. Your future is here. Seriously, your future is here. You can really make a lot of money and be successful very, very young, at very young age, and retire early. I don't want to talk too much about. I don't want to talk too much because I believe this is his session, and please have an open mind because, again, social media is really, really a big thing. So let's welcome MDC Nipun.
Okay, so we are back again, right? Okay, who missed my first sharing? Okay, just a few. Okay, it's very good, no problem, because this is gonna change your life. Okay? Yes. Okay, that is my own story. That is what I do 17 years ago. But this is what I'm gonna do from now, right? And you're gonna do together. We're gonna do together. Yeah. Somehow when I go out and sponsor people, they say, "Oh, you just joined long time ago. You can say you got a success story. You can do it, right?" Sometimes when we sponsor, we get like that. But with this platform, we start learning like you. We start to posting like you. We start to recruiting people like you. When I came back from the Penang, which is tomorrow, Monday night I fly to stay to learn just like you. Is this good? Yes. So this is why I'm so excited because I'm just a new person too. But today I'm not gonna come here and tell you with a zero knowledge because as I told you, I implement this kind of thing for 14 months already in Bangkok, Thailand. I learned so many ways. I learned so many things. I make a good thing, I make a bad thing. So I don't want to let everybody here go to the wrong way, okay? So let's compress your time and make the result together. Good or good? Yes. Okay. So I would like to start here with the session should be named Work 4 years or 40 years. I kind of like this photo. You know who he is, right? He just come out with the idea. And boom, he become billionaires, right? And this is look really happy, right? Are you sure? 60 guys hug each other, and yes, I can retire, right? But it's not the freedom, right? Okay, so what I try to tell you is, you can work 4 years, and you can save 40 years from now. You can enjoy your life, you can still continue working if you want to, or you can stop working if you want to also. So this is very important things. Okay, before I go through the social things, I think the most important thing is not how to. It's not the way you think about business. It is the way you think about business. It is the way you think about the social thing, right? So I would like to start with the mindset. That's sometimes or some people might not ever heard before about the network marketing. Do you want to hear? Yes. Okay. Have you ever heard? Do you know this guy? Yes. Who is he? Yes, he is very famous, right? That he writing the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Everybody know about this kind of thing, right? The four quadrant and everything. Something is people ask Robert if he bankrupt again, or if he want to recommend the new people who want to become the B on the B quadrant. What Robert recommend? He said, if now, I mean, if some people ask him now, he recommend to start with the network marketing. Why? He said, okay, there is no boundary, no barrier. Most of the business have a barrier. The first barrier is money, right? You have to have a lot of capital to start, right? Especially if you want to become a B, it's not easy. Become the S is easy because you can work 15 years and have money in the bank and start the S self-employed, right? Small business. But for the business owner, Robert said you have to have at least, listen carefully, at least $5 million to start the big business. And moreover, you have to bankrupt at least 2 times. because from him, he bankrupt 2 times. If you know his right. The second time his wife asked for divorce, he had to sell the house, he had to sleep in the car. But the third business, he become the millionaire. Imagine, you want to become the right side people, right? Can you stand to bankrupt 2 times? Can you stand if your wife come and divorce you? No. But the first barrier is money. Where can you get $5 million, right? So that's why most people don't understand that. How this the right side guys living their life. And somehow they sit back and, oh, they are so lucky. It's not about lucky, right? And Robert said very clearly that if you want a big business, you have to work somehow, may not get a paid for 3 to 5 years. That is how Robert said. So when we read that book, when I read his book, I say, wow, there is a lot of hope, right? But in the real world, it's not like that. You have to facing so many things to get it there, right? Right? Have you ever heard about the owner of the Tesla company? Also the same thing. He work, he don't get paid, he have a lot of debt, right? But today he become billionaire. Have you ever heard about the McDonald's? Yes. You know about the story, right? 3 years don't get money. Have to put his house to the loan, to the bank to get the money to loan. But when you get it, you become billionaire. So this is a real thing. Right? So that's why Robert said, okay, if you want to become B, join network marketing. Because the barrier, the enter barrier is really low. Actually, it's no barrier if you want to enter, right? Right? You don't have to have $5 million. You don't have to sell the house. You don't have to divorce the wife, right? Even you want to, right? No, come on. Okay. The other thing is the mindset of the people when to start the business or when they choose the business is most of the opportunity in the market, it can make you from the small one to a bigger one. What I mean is when you are in the corporate, right? You come with a very low level staff, right? You working, you studying, you become a bigger one. Right? You get more money, right? Or if you in the corporate world and you want to start a small business, you only transform for the small world to the bigger one. But you cannot be free, you cannot be free. But the network marketing, you can transform for the small world to the butterfly. That is how they give a definition of the network marketing, right? How many opportunities that allow you to quit your job without hesitating to go back to work again? I quit my job. I never continue my engineer license. for 14, 17, I don't know how many years, but I don't want to go back again, right? And another thing is, what I notice is, engineer is a good prospect, you know. He's engineer, engineer, she's engineer. See, we have a proof already, so recruit engineer. So this business can set you free. Free from what? Free from boss, free from the schedule all the time. Free from, you have to worry about the expense and income. So this is a good thing, right? And more than that, this is very important. I would like to talk about this a little bit more. I would like to compare about the job you work in the company, small business and skin business. How many people in this room still working for the other in the company? Wow, a lot. How many own the small business? Wow. Okay. How many do skin full time? Okay. Let's imagine. If you are a new recruit for the company and you go to see your boss, something like this. You are my boss. I'm a new staff under your department. And I go to ask you, come on boss, oh I'm so glad to meet you. I would like to be as good as you. I want to be your title. How do you feel? Do you want to help me? No. Do you want to teach me? No. Right? This is how the corporate world is. If you own the very successful cafe, right? And I say, hey Willing, I'm so excited, I need you. I want to be success as you. I want to open a cafe like you, next to you. Can you teach me? How do you feel? Oh my God. And the last thing, I am your new downline. Hey Willing, I'm so excited. I want to be the millionaire like you. Can you teach me? Yes. Of course, come on. Right? We're looking for this kind of guy, right? So, when you do the business, you get a lifetime coach. Your personal sponsor is the last person who wants to hurt you. You have to understand this. No way that I tell the bad thing to my downline, right? Because if I tell bad thing to my downline, they're not success in the business. It affects my business also, right? So you get a lifetime coach. No matter what you have a problem, no matter what you down, you go to him. He kind of, oh, okay, let's go. Something like that. This is a very important thing. And Robert also said this kind of thing too. Right? This is very important, right? Okay, the second thing is, if you are in the company and your boss gives you a project that will create a lot of revenue for the company, but you failed it, what's gonna happen? Of course, you find, right? If you are on the company, on your business, and you fail, what gonna cost you? A lot, right?
Why?
Yeah, my house, right? If you do skin business, oh, come on, really? I got a rejection. What you say?
Next.
Come on, it's okay, no problem. Next, come to the meeting. Let's go have dinner. Let's go have coffee. What's your problem? What can I help you, right? This is how we do in the business. How good it is, right? You can fail as much as you can. You can fail as much as you still enjoy it. Enjoy failure. You can do. When you're tired to fail, you come to the sponsor. They will give you the answer. No more fail. Good or good?
Good.
Right? This is a very good thing, you know. And the last thing is, Robert said, this business allows you to dream big again. When you were young, when we are studying, right, we have a very big dream. We want to live in a big house, we want to drive this car, we want to travel, we want to have family like that. After you enter the corporate world, for 1 or 2 years, your car is smaller. Right? When you in the university, maybe you want to drive Porsche, right? Working for 3 years, Mercedes-Benz is okay. Another 2 years, Toyota is okay. The rest is Tata is okay. What is it called? Any brand, you know what I mean, right? Your car is smaller and smaller and smaller. When you study, you want to have your house with a nice green grass, a swimming pool, a very beautiful home theater, a very good walk-in closet for the lady. After you work for 10 years, apartment is okay. That is the best. No need to clean up the apartment, right? Something like that. This is the business that give you back your dream again. When you have a dream, your life is more meaningful. You have the passion to wake up every morning, right? So this is what Robert said. This is very important. So when you go out and recruit people, don't just say that, hey, come make money. For some people, money is not the issue, right? But this kind of thing might that issue. For some of my like they don't want more money, they want more time. For some of my like they don't want money, they want freedom. They want to get rid out of the stress. So that is why how we should recruit people out there. Okay? So this is another thing that I would like to say. Okay. So another thing is today we start with dream. When we join the business, we start with dream. Dream is something that you want to live in. It is far away, and we do like a goal setting, right? To make sure that okay, you are on the right track. I would like to ask you some question. If we are here in Vietnam, and we're gonna take a bus to KL. But when you got on the bus and you take a nap, and you wake up, and you see the sign, it is a SP. Yeah. But what is the city again? Sungai Petani. How do you feel? How do you feel? You want to go to KL, right? But you sleep and wake up. Oh, Sungai Petani. What is it? What you do when you feel that you go to the wrong direction? Go down. Get a new one, right?
Yes.
But we are living in the bus that leading us to nowhere for many years. You want freedom, but you work in the corporate. There is no freedom in the corporate. You do no skin, right? You want to make a lot of money, but you spend a lot of time, all the time selling the product. That cannot make you a lot of money. You understand what I mean, right? So if you know that you are on the wrong direction, you have to start to looking for the right direction. This is very important because I saw a lot of new skin friends that come with a dream, a big dream, want to earn a lot of money, want to have a time freedom, but they do it in the wrong way. You cannot get the right result with the wrong way. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
So you better ask yourself, why you join new skin? If you join new skin to have your freedom, to have some amount of money, you have to ask your sponsor how to get that. You have to ask the right direction to go there, right? Don't go the wrong direction. It's never been there. Even though you get a right bus, which is new skin, but it cannot lead you to the where you want to be. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
I see a lot of time. A lot of people do something like this. Want to do the new skin, want to get a lot of money, but every single day they're just selling the product. Selling the product cannot lead you to that dream. Yes, you can earn money. If you want just extra money, selling the product can serve you. But if you want financial freedom, selling the product cannot serve you. You have to sponsor people, you have to build a team. You have to build a big organization. That is the only way to make a lot of money. If you want a lot of money and you want the time freedom, you have to build a big organization and big customer also. Because customer will secure your business, right? You understand? You catch me up, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that is what I try to say. That is the first thing I would like to talk to you. Okay, I hope this kind of mindset will lead you to the right direction. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So the next thing is what we are so excited about, which is social selling, social network, social many things. Okay. How many people in this room have Facebook account more than 10 years? Who use Facebook more than 10 years? Very few, right? Very few, right? Yeah. Cannot remember, right? Yeah. The memory gone, right? me too, my memory gone also. I used Facebook since the year 2007. confused. They wonder what the heck is this? Why people want to share what they are doing the daily basis, right? Why you have to take your photo and posting and let other people see, right? So that is 10 years ago. Imagine 10 years what happened. In this room, I think everybody have Facebook account. Some people in this room have more than one account. My friend have the right one with wife, another one with. You know what I mean, right? I say, oh, come on. This is how world changed. It changed already, right? I think how many people in this room you get your old friend who never met before, who never see each other for more than 10 years by the Facebook? Yes, a lot. This is normal story. So imagine 17 years ago when Willie and Casey want to expand our name list, we go out to the street, we exchange the name card, we do the questionnaire, how hard it is. But now you just sit back on the mobile phone and someone want to be your friend. How cool it is, right? Somehow I think, I want to contact this person, I didn't get him for a while. You start to dig down on the Facebook, you meet that person. That is very easy. So this is how social change things. And more than that, I know some of you know that Mark, he has a project. It's called internet.org. Have you ever heard about it? He has a dream that everybody in the world can access to the internet. Now he launched a drone, the solar cell drone that provides the internet around the world. Imagine, right? This is what's gonna happen. This is how it's gonna happen, right? So, what do you think? It is impossible. Impossible. So, prepare for this. Okay, I would like to start to share some of you. How many people never sell anything on your Facebook? Never. No. The rest sell something, right? It's very good. So no need to teach anything. You know the way, right? Okay. I would like to start sharing with you about the testimonial, the people that I work with. I would like to start with some of my downline. As I mentioned, I started working on the social media around 14 months already. I didn't implement this system to the whole team. I talked to one downline. Just start with me and one downline. And this is the lady. This is the lady one. Okay. She started with me. Actually, before she started to do the she started social selling. She already Ruby and dropped down to executive. Before I go to meet her, she said she cannot stand anymore. She wants to quit the business, right? Because the traditional way not match her style. She wants to do online. I said, okay, let's go, come on. It's time I want to do online also. I want to stable with kids. I start with her. Within a month or 2 months, she can close this kind of set.
Wow.
100, 200, 300, 400. In just a few posts. We make the toothpaste run out of stock 3 times in Thailand. I asked the staff, please chip in. Any country in the world who willing to give us, I can commit you. I put a number, they chip in. Okay, the best one is they chip in 5,000 tubes. 5,000 tubes, we get 30 minutes to order, everything gone.
Wow.
Yes, that is gonna happen, right? This is what happened. And from the tube, this is the thing that made her back to become Ruby again and meet Casey at Dubai. How cool it is? Only 4-5 months. This is cool, right?
Yes.
This is very old. My ex downline. She quit business for more than 10 years because she pregnant, she have a baby, she want to raise baby, anything, right? When she saw my post about the new skin, the AP24, she asked me, hey, come on, this is good or not? I said, yes, very good. Okay, I want to do business too. I said, how? Why? I'm so worried raising a kid. Because her kid is 12 years old, they grow up already. She said she have a time. Okay, but she have one condition: no training, no physical training at all. If you force me to do the physical training, I don't want to do the business. I say, okay, come on, right? After 6 months, she got the commission from the social selling and sponsor her Europe trip with her daughter.
Wow.
15 days.
Wow.
How cool is this? It's very cool, right?
Yes.
She wants to be on the Eiffel Tower. She wants to take with this one and sponsor by Nu Skin and by the social. That's all. And exactly, she did never attend the physical training, which is not good. I have to say that this is real happening. Not everyone can do like this, but someone can do it. Okay? This is very amazing. This is my downline. This is her work. Look carefully. She is a worker in the factory. She is a QC staff. There is a small plate here. I don't know what part is it, but she have to do something like this and get the green light here. See? She have to do this 1,500 pieces per hour.
Wow.
And she work like this 10 hours a day. With a salary of 1,500 ringgit only. It's very small. She used to work overtime every single day. Weekend she has to work because they pay 2 times like for the normal day. When she started to do the business, she said, "Oh, I don't have time. I'm not sure, but I want success. I want to get more money." Right? She joined the business. First month, she stopped do overtime on the weekend. She cut the income from the company 2 times payment, right? Second month, she stopped do overtime on the weekday, right? And she built the business. And this photo, actually, she put the content on the Facebook that this is her first notebook she ever have in her life. She want to have this since she study, but she don't have money, right? This is the first notebook that she brought it by herself. She's so proud of it. And this notebook is only a quarter of her commission of that month.
Wow.
3 months executive. The month that she turned to executive, she earned almost 10,000 ringgit. With a hand like this. And she said, "Come on, I cannot comment anybody, my finger is locked." This is the real conversation that we talk. Yes. Okay, this is another lady. This is the lady, this is the one that I show you the spa, right?
3 years.
Yes, 3 years of the spa. She's very good at it. The thing is, most of the people think if you want to be successful in the social selling, you have to have a lot of friends, right? Facebook limit for 5,000, right? This lady have a problem with the Facebook. The month that she quit her job and start to do the business, her Facebook account is hacked. Yes, it's hacked. She has to cancel the old account and create a new one without add old friends. Without add old friends. It's take only 3 weeks. She get 2,000 to 3,000 friends. And she start from zero. No friends. Nobody know her in the Facebook. Just only a new friend. And she's very good at it. You know, she sponsor new people every single day. Even though yesterday I come here, I'm so busy packing the scene in the morning until I come here and never stop talking. When I start to meet Willing, I never stop talking. Until 10:30, he sent me back to the hotel. I talk to my friend until midnight. I go to my room, I want to sleep. I talk to my downline until 1:30 this morning. And suddenly she messaged me. Today I got 2 new distributors. He want to join business. He want to do the business. He brought a product. He signed up. He start to sell the product. This is never happened in my 17 years of Nu Skin before, you know. And after I chat to her, I finished chat with her. I said I have to go to bed. Another 2 person inbox me, ask me, hey, come on, I want to sell your toothpaste. I have to talk to another 2 person. So this has never happened in my life, you know, because social network can connect people around the world.
Yes.
I never know, I don't know that you ever heard about this or not. Everything that posts on the internet is in the internet all the time, forever.
Yeah.
Because of that, you have to be careful when you post something on the internet. Because even though you post it, you delete it, but it's in the internet somehow. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
So this is another story. This lady, same guy, right? Same lady, right? This lady is the newcomer. Don't know anything about Nu Skin. Never used about any product of Nu Skin, but want to make money from Facebook. She just want to make money from Facebook. She don't know anything. We asked her to post. The first hour, she can sell 40 tube. First hour, 60 minutes, she gets 6,000 Thai baht already. One day, 24 hours, she get 100 tube. She earned 50,000 Thai baht one day, which is I never have in my life because my first month commission check is 60 ringgit. See, when you see this kind of story, I think your brain should generate something like, oh, this is a great one. We can recruit everybody, right? And make them make money instantly, right? Okay. When I show this photo, yes, of course, she's very beautiful. She has a very good skin. She's a flight attendant. Blah 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 blah. This lady, one day, 142. See, it's not depend on how you look. It's not depend on how you look. 140. Yes. This lady maybe have 3,000, 4,000 friends. You should have a lot of friends. I have 400. I don't want to add more people. How to be successful on the social? This lady, 400 friends. First hour, 10 tube, one day. One post is mean one day, 65. Second post is mean another day, 55. Last month, LY. It's not depend on how many friends you have. Okay, you have a lot of friends, it's very good. But if you have a small number of friends, you still can achieve it. Okay, everybody really silent. So, scary, right? It's somehow scary, right? Okay. This is my upline son. My upline, John. John is my upline, right? Upline. John upline, his name is Brent Bison. He's 20 MDC. This is his son. His name is Brake Bison. Brake Bison joined Nu Skin and do Nu Skin for 7 years. He don't get much result on the business. He struggled to cross the point 2,000, 3,000. After he start to do the online, only 10 weeks, he become Ruby. 10 weeks. Last month, he just crossed 40,000 GSV with 41 LOI and 958 new sign up, which is I never have before. How cool it is? It's very cool, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And he lived in the Utah, in the Provo, Utah, which is Nu Skin been there for 30 plus years. Everybody in Utah know Nu Skin. Every family in Utah have one member sign up for Nu Skin, but we still can build it. How cool it is?
Yes.
Yes, because it's worldwide, right?
Yes.
Right. There is another lady. I don't have her photo. She lives in the New Zealand. She's a very local one. She lives in the Taylor. She's single mom. She is very desperate. When she saw the opportunity, she started to do 6 months. After that, she gets 600,000 GSV in the organization.
Wow.
But this time not a two-step. Express. So
Polishing bar.
Polishing bar, yes, polishing bar. So, what is the story? It's not about the product. It's not about how they do it. It's about the market. It's about the market that you can enter it. You know. So, for me, in Thailand, we speak one language. This means that before this, I think that our market is 70 million, right? But now you can enter to the 2 billion customer, 2 billion prospect. How big it is? You understand what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes.
Yes, and of course, I cannot talking about this lady. I cannot. I have to talk about this lady. This is one of Hazel Covert downline. Her name is Perry Walker. She worked with Nuskin for 2.5 years. Now she get 2 million GSV per month. She brought this house in England, cash. You know the property in England? It's
Yes.
super high, right?
Yes.
She bought cash. Cool?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, it's not about sitting back home and sitting at the computer and post one post and waiting for the order and waiting for the people who want to join you. Behind all the success story, have the story. Behind all this success story, have the hard working. The question I would like to ask you is, if this kind of people can do it, and yes, they do a hard work, and 6 months from now, it's gonna change your life, are you willing to do the hard work?
Yes.
That is the point. Because some of my downline think that, okay, I just sit back home and posting on Facebook, and posting lifestyle, and posting the toothpaste, and become millionaire. Come on, it's not that easy, come on. You know? Right? So, what I try to tell you is, if you want to enter this thing, if you want to do this kind of thing, you have to do the hard work.
Yes.
It's not just like sit back there and posting 1 or 2 posts and get money. No, it's more than work, more than that. Yesterday, last night, and this morning, I talked to Willing, to Casey, and some of your leaders a lot. The good news is they're gonna come out with the thing that you can implement and get the result. Good or good?
Good.
So follow your leader. Where they are work so damn hard to get the thing that you can implement immediately. Some of you test the system already, but they have some adjustment. Wait for him. Wait for them. Okay? Okay. So that is a success story. And another thing I want to say. The second thing is, if you want to start to do the online business, if you want to do the social selling, if you want to use a Facebook platform, you have to understand something. You have to understand something. Facebook platform is not like Instagram. It's not like totally different. Totally different. Most of the people who sell product on Facebook have the idea that, okay, I want to sell a lot, so I post a lot of photo. I post a lot of the product, right? But Facebook algorithm work the other way. It's not like Instagram. Instagram, you post, because when you post, people who log in Instagram at that moment you see the post, right? Facebook, another story. Facebook has the algorithm that is very special. For example, have you ever wondered, you have 500 friends, but you don't see 500 friends post,
Yes.
right? Even though they post, but we don't see, right? Facebook has an algorithm to choose, to filter which post gonna show up on your timeline. The way they filter is they're looking for the connection between you and your friend. If you like your friend post, if you comment your friend post, if you like, you comment, you inbox, it means that connection is very good. No matter what your friend posts, you see it. No matter what you post, your friend see it. So then from now, what you want to post on Facebook? Think carefully. If you post a lousy thing so many times, friends stop liking, friends stop commenting, and you lost the connection. And you post anything, no one sees it. That is a very, very scary thing, you know. Because you want to build up again, it's very difficult. It takes a lot of time. For imagine, I don't know the people here in Malaysia, but in Thailand we have a lot of Facebook seller. They post 20 posts a day. For example, they sell this critter. They post 20 posts a day. If you are this seller friend, you want to like the post? No. If you stop liking the post, in the future, whatever the seller posts, you don't see it. So, post smart. If you want to post smart, you post something that attracting like, attracting the comment. This is what you should start. Okay. The second thing is when you do a Facebook is like your house, it's like your website, it's like your business place. So you have to decorate it, right? Okay, I know you love your daughter, I know you love your pet, I know you love your dog, but don't use that as your profile photo, right? Especially now when. So let's imagine when someone wants to be your friend, they add your friend, right? They add you, right? What are you doing? You accept immediately?
No.
No, you scroll down their profile, right? For example, if you see dog, I don't add it because I don't crazy at dog, you know. Right? I don't love dog. Okay? If your profile is dog, I script. If your profile is some model, a script. If I see the profile, oh okay. I see the face, I see everything, it's very attractive. I scroll down. When I scroll down, I read the content. I don't want people to say bad things on the Facebook because if I add that person, their content show up on my feed, which is not good, right? So if you want to start doing it, you go back and see what you post last 2 weeks or a month. The negative things, delete it. You have to delete it. No political content, no religious content, right? Because we don't know, right? So that is the thing that you should do, okay? That is how to decorate your Facebook account, okay? I would like to show you one photo, another one. This is one of my friends. This is a six-pack guy. You remember? The six-pack with the BMW, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the six-pack. Yeah, the testimonial. The day that he know, actually, he's engineer again. My downline go to meet him. He want to sell the TR90 to him because he got a big tummy, right? Okay, I want to lose weight. I try. After he tried, he get the result, right? He start to want to know more about the business. He attend the meeting, the BOM. He get the business. After he get the business, that is the moment that he plan to quit his job and build his own company. He go to Singapore to make a contract with the Singapore partner. He signed the contract already. He's about to putting the first order and ship to Thailand. He go to buy the building to build a company. After he lost his weight, he know the new skin business. He cancel all the contract. He don't want to do the traditional business anymore. He start to do the new skin business. And this is a post that he post. This is very important thing. I will translate to you. Okay? The hashtag on the top is, can I be rich if I selling the toothpaste? So many people saw my post about the paste and wonder and ask me a lot, if I sell the toothpaste like this, can I be rich? Ha ha ha. I want to answer you here. Selling toothpaste don't make me rich. Just like 7-Eleven, they sell the Slurpee. The Slurpee don't make the owner of the branch rich. The answer is no way. The people who rich is the owner of the license of the 7-Eleven in Thailand. 10,000 branches in Thailand that make you rich. I used to read in the book, the people try to teach, the rich people try to teach how to make money, how to work, to build the network, to make people rich. I lived my life for 40 years. I just start understand now. Now I'm writing the address to ship toothpaste to customer without I get any money. But I'm so excited. I work it. I never feel tired. The whole of the whole of the box in front of me, it is the thing that helped me to expand my distribution channel. This is the answer, the platform of the startup, which is very famous in Thailand, which is happen now in England, America, Europe, and New Zealand. It's just past a few months. We can feel that we're gonna be rich very soon. No one want to miss this megatrend. Please inbox me immediately. I'm live in Thailand for a few days. Next week I go to the States to learn more about how to become millionaire. So a lot of people ask me, hey, sell this kind of thing, the cheapest product in the company, the lowest point in the company, how to become this. It's not about selling. As I told you, if you want to become millionaire, don't focus on selling. Selling can make you extra money, right? But if you think this is a product, this is the thing that we ship out, and somehow this product can turn to the distributor, can turn to the executive, how big it is. This is the way we think. So, if you wondering why they make money like that, it's not because they're selling a product. It's not because they're selling a product. I heard from the leader that, okay, you last month you do the TR90, many things. It's good, it's very good, but that cannot make you millionaires. You have to sponsor people, right? You have to sponsor people. That is the key. That is the key. So this is the point. Okay, another thing is, I would like to, everybody's so quiet. Really? You're serious? Yeah. I'm so excited. Yes, I feel hot, very hot now, you know.
Another survey, quiz.
Yeah, I don't have time to do it, but I have something I would like to ask you. Some of you might be heard about this. I have two choices. You have to choose today. Okay, first choice, I will give you 1 million ringgit right now, without any condition. I just give you 1 million ringgit. And the second choice, I give you 1 cent. But tomorrow, I give you another cent. Another day, I give you 2 cents. It means double for 30 days. What choice you want to choose? 1 million or 1 cent?
1 cent.
Why? May I take off?
Yeah.
So hot. Why 1 cent? Are you sure?
Yes.
1 cent and 1 million?
Yes.
Are you sure? How about I double to 2 million? How about 2 million? Without any condition, you just get money from me now. How about 4 million? To be honest, I take think before 1 million. To be honest, for my personal, right, before I do the skin. But I know that you already know that. I would like to show you this slide, and this is gonna happen. This is first 15 days. From 1 cent, it turned up 163. Is that a lot far for 1 million, right?
Yes. Regret really.
Yes. Another 12 days, only 600. But you see, the last 3 days is turned to 5 million. Yes, compounding. Yes, you know it. But when you in the real world, you start to do the new skin business. You get an offer from another job, another company. They raise up their salary, right? You say, oh, no more, no new skin. I go to do another job. Along the way, you build a business. You, in this process, someone said, hey, join my company, the new one, the better company. You move, right? This is what happened. So the thing is this. The thing is you have to go through the process, especially when you do the social thing. when you start, it's not that much. It's not that much. I have the solution for you. For example, the very beautiful lady, one day 100 tube, right? If I want to get a 100 tube, I'm not beautiful like her, right? Right? I'm totally opposite, right? I cannot post and get 100. So what I think is, I want the result. So I'm looking for the beautiful lady like this. That's all. Because you can post 50 for sure. You can post 50, you can post 50. I don't have to do anything. I just put my heart to put myself to recruit her. I try to speak English, but my thing in Thai. It's really difficult. When I'm so excited. When I'm so excited. Actually, when I talk to you, I talk so many Thai, but he don't know. It's Thai, so never mind. So what I think is, I want the result. I don't know how. I don't care how, but I want the result. One person. That person can post 100 tube. I cannot post 100 tube. I sponsor as much as people into my business to get 100. And for me, I'm happy to get to have 5 people, 20 tube. You know why? Because I have duplicate myself 5 times. If I sponsor willing, he get 100 tube. How many people can do like him? When I saw the downline that can sell a lot, I'm scary, you know. It's not scary because of the number of the order. It's scary because it cannot duplicate. He might in the business for that long. But I want a normal people just like me post 5 tube. That's okay. I love it, you know, because I know that they are willing to learn. They are willing to get more, right? So don't wonder how they do. It's not important. This is the result that you want or not. If you want it, you sponsor as much as people to the business. And how easy it is? How easy it is? If you go out there now and you ask people who on mobile phone and ask something like, how many hours you on Facebook? You want to learn from it? I guarantee a lot of people interested, right? But if you go out, do you want to join network marketing? Right? Totally different, right? So right now the people want to start business online because very low entry level. You don't have to buy a lot of stuff. You don't have to create a beautiful website. You don't have to have the inventory, right? You don't have to stock anything. You can start right away. You can start right away. And Facebook is everything that you use at the time, right? Right? So for some people in this room, listen until now and feel that this is not for me. I don't use Facebook a lot, or I don't even have the Facebook at all. You listen here carefully. It doesn't matter that you have a Facebook or not. But if you see this opportunity, the people out there, everybody use Facebook. You just go out and talk to them. You want to earn from Facebook? You want to earn from Facebook? You want to earn today? If you want to earn, you come to meet my partner. That's all. You understand what I mean? This is a sponsoring story. It's not how to. You can go out and recruit everybody, and it comes very fast. You know, it comes very fast. You know, for example, I have one post. I didn't show you. I have one post talking about who interested to do the online business. I show the result. Last 7 days, some of my distributor get that kind of money. You know, one post, 30 people inbox and want to join the business. Just one post. If you do it right, which is I'm sure you're gonna do it right because your leader is gonna make it right. If you follow him, follow them, follow the system, this gonna happen. To be sure that you have time to answer the message. Exactly, because one of my mistakes is I don't have much time. I don't use mobile phone when I stay with my daughter. I try to put it out, put it away. So I don't have much time. I can use my mobile. I can work when she sleeps, and I can work when I'm driving. Okay? So I posting before I drive, and that is a big mistake because 30 people want to do right away, and I take 1 hour drive when I contact back. they don't read the message anymore. You know what I mean, right? Yes, and I made a big mistake. Before I came here, I driving and I chatting and I get a car accident. Yes, but not a big one. But it's a warning, right? I should not do that. So be prepared. Be prepared for it. It's come very fast. It's come very fast. And the internet things is come very fast. If they comment, you have to answer. If they inbox, you have to answer. You cannot wait one day and answer. Because they're gonna find another distributor to work with. You know what I mean, right? So from now on, I have to erase all the image in your mind that social is chill thing. It's gonna be easy going. No way. For example, my upline, John, me, and Brent, we are stay on the computer more than 10 hours a day. I don't encourage you to do that, but I tell you that if you want the success, somehow you have to manage your time. You have to attend the meeting, you have to go out and talk to people, and you have to post things and do online all together. Yeah. Another thing is a very big mistake of the people who start to doing online is waiting for people to inbox you. Come on, I want to be your distributor. It happened, but it happened not much, right? The right way to do is you call, you WhatsApp, you message them, and tell them that you are excited to implement the new platform. It is a social selling. You want to earn money from Facebook? What I mean is you do the traditional way, but telling another story.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You just call friends. You don't wait until they want to do. You call them because they already saw the post on your Facebook, right? Right? This is the time that you don't have to call friends, and when we meet up, they know everything about you. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
We didn't meet for 3 years. When we meet up, oh, your daughter is so beautiful. Come on. Right? So people want to sneak your Facebook. They look at your Facebook, right? You call them, they know you're selling something, but they're willing because the way you do is not hard sell. The way you do is attraction marketing, right? So that is the key. Don't waiting for the people who want to do with you. Don't waiting. Make a phone call. You go out, just like what she said. You have to go out. You have to go to the public. You have to go to the club, to the social, to meet new friends, to add Facebook, right? So now when I see people, I don't ask for the number anymore. I don't ask for the WhatsApp. I don't ask for the Line ID. I ask for Facebook because I know that when she come to my network, she gonna go through what I plan for her, right? So this is very easy. That is very easy way to do, but to get the result, you have to hard work.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That is yeah. That is how I would like to say. Okay. I actually have something to cover. Let me check. Because so many things, I don't want to flood the information. Okay. Okay. Another point is when you start to do, most of the people think, okay, I'm so excited, I'm willing to do the hard work, and you go out and talk to people, talk to a lot of people, but you miss something. In this business, you earn the money, the level down there. You know what I mean, right? If you start one, the first level is 10, second is 100, 1,000. The third level, only one level is more than 1 and 12 level accumulated, right? Together. So the key point of the business, no matter online or offline or traditional way, is drive the line. You have to drive the line. If you don't drive the line, it's going to be the, you do the hard work but not a smart one. Because the number is limited. For the people who have 400, 500 friends, actually you can call them or invite them less than 1 month, right? If you are focused on calling, right? 20% a day, 30 days, 600 already. right? So the best way is, if I want to go to 5,000, I have another easy way. I have, for example, I have 500. I start to looking for my friend. Oh, Willing have 3,000. I recruit him. I get another 3,000. Jada have 5,000. Oh, I recruit her. I get another 5,000. Jada have a friend who have another 5,000. I ask Jada to sponsor her. I get another 5,000. I ask you to sponsor another person. I get another 3,000. Another 5,000. Another 2,000. Another 1,000. Another 400. You know what I mean, right? It's not your personal recruiting. It's driving the line, driving the line, driving the line. You get unlimited name list with this way. Actually, this is a traditional way we also do this kind of thing, right? But you have to consider to do it fast because social is very fast. I can guarantee if you don't sell the toothpaste to your friend now, someone gonna sell in less than 7 days. It's go very fast, you know. It's very crazy, right? So that is what I like. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
Driving the line.
Yes.
Yes. I think the information is too much. Everybody is just like your brain don't process anymore. Okay.
Excited.
Okay. Few things before
We are sponge.
Q&A. No? Yes, I know. Okay. Q&A. What would you like to know? But I will not go through how to, okay? Because how to is something that you and your team have to set it up. You can ask other things. How to, your leader is working on it and it come out very fast, I'm sure. Okay? Okay. Anything you want to ask? You want to know? Yes, it's me too thing. I'm very good at speaking or you don't understand at all. Anything you want to know? Yes?
So Nipun, you also have, when it comes to posting,
Yes?
I said about 80-24, it's not like randomly post this 80-24 here and there, you also have a 5-step system.
Yes, yes.
So why is it important to post the 5-step system? Because a lot of people feel that why do I need to follow the system? I'm good in posting anyhow anyway, right? Why do I need to follow the 5-step?
Okay, first thing is our business is make complicated things simple. You can do it. You can create a beautiful content. You can create a beautiful post. You can create a beautiful photo. You can post anywhere that you want to. But the question is, your friends can do like you or not. This is how I tell you. When I saw the downline that sell 200 tips, I'm so scary because no one can copy him, right? He sponsored another person. She sell 100, but she feel less than him. She feel the failure. You know what I mean, right? So simple thing is the best thing in the business. This is the first thing. This is the first answer. And the sequence that we posting, every sequence is not come out accidentally. It's come out with a very well planned. It's not a plan. It's very well planned. The first post is have the purpose of it. The second has the purpose. The third, the fourth, the fifth, everything has the purpose on it. Right? So, this is very important to post like that. If you post the way you want to post, if you want to post every single day, if you want to post 3 posts a day, it will cut the connection of you from you and your friend. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
So the way we post, we sell, but we don't let our friend feel that we sell. I say it again. We sell, but we make them feel like we don't sell. Okay? Correct? If you sell and you make your friend feel like you sell, your friend stop like, stop comment, and it cut connection. I have one downline, 3,000 friends. They post from just follow the system. They sell 0 because 3,000 friends, no connection at all. You know what I mean, right? So the number of friends is important, but it's not everything. Yes, you have to posting. You have to attract people to like your post. Yes. Is that answer your question? Okay, thank you. Yes.
Nipun, is there a different strategy for different social media? like Instagram, Facebook, chat, or post one thing, everything the same?
First of all, I never used WeChat. I don't know about the WeChat. Instagram and Facebook have a different algorithm, but it works anyway. Okay? So for me is, when you start, you have to choose at least one. And actually, I want to say that you choose one platform. You cannot go 3 platforms at the same time. It's very difficult. It's very difficult, right? So what I recommend is, I don't know that Instagram how it works. I don't know WeChat how it works, but I know that someone make money from Facebook. I just follow them.
Yes.
First, okay, that is what I recommend, because Instagram take a lot of time. For example, one of my selling posts, I post one post about the toothpaste. I can sell toothpaste for 5 days. You know what I mean? Only one post, 5 days, people ask to buy. But Instagram, another story. Instagram, you have to post 20 posts a day, every single day. Okay, so I don't want to confuse you, but start with Facebook. And if you expert on Instagram, if you expert on WeChat, you just continue doing that. But start from the first platform. Only one platform first. Okay? Any questions?
Any comments? Anything you want to?
Yeah.
Nipun again. Just now you showed us all the posting for the sales, right? What about the recruitment? Do you have any successful recruitment LOI for those from the Facebook?
All the people that I
I
talk
mean from the stranger, from
Yes.
Facebook, right?
Yes. Yes. Most of them are of strangers. I cannot recruit my Facebook friends. Half of my Facebook friend is new skin. So that's why I ask you don't add me, please follow. And I want to keep the rest of the number to add the new people.
Yes.
Before I start to do the social, I have 1,400 friends. 700 is new skin. Another 700 I already recruit in traditional way. So when I post it, I cannot sell any toothpaste. When I post to sponsor people, no one wants to join because they know that I do new skin. So I start to adding more people. For 1,004, now I get 3,005. Another 2,000 is new people, and I get it from the new people. This lady I show you. This lady, I got her from the scuba diving group. She just saw my sunfish, mola fish, and she heard about new skin from her friend, which recruit in the hard way. Asked her to buy a lot of product, hard sell, post sell. And she know that I work with new skin. She inboxed me. I want to know more about new skin. I talked to her. I asked her to post, and this is the result. And now she started doing business. This is a new person. This is a new person. This is not the old friend. Just know. Just know. I have a lot of person that they just know. The lady that inboxed me last night, I don't even know how she saw my post, but she asked me. Right? After we chat, she asked me. So it's mean that not friend. Chat first, recruit first, post first, and friend. So this is how it's totally changed from the way we think. Yes. But for you, for everybody who work with you in less than 3-5 years, you have to start with your network first. Don't go out there. You work from the asset that you have. I don't want you to waste your time. Because when the people don't have any connection, right, it's very difficult to build a business together. But you have to start with your own friends first. Right? Yes?
I have a question. So just now you talk about the 5 steps, right? And you focus on 80-24. So after you completed the 5 steps, are you moving to next product, other products, and in 5 steps?
Your leader will be working on that. Okay? The answer will come very soon. Okay? It depends on the system. Some system only focus on 80-24. Some system focus on another product. Some system after finish the loop with the 80-4 and do another loop. What I try to tell you is, no matter how you do it, if you do it right, it's gonna create a result. Because you can enter the unlimited number of prospects. That is the key. The key is not how many products you can sell. The key is not how many tubes you can sell. The key is not how many products you teach your people to know. The key is how many people you can sponsor today. I don't know if in Penang the traffic is bad or not, but in Bangkok, 2 appointments, 3 appointments is maximum. But I can sponsor 5 people at the same time. Less than 15 minutes because I have 5 windows of chat. You know, Facebook, chat this person, chat this person, chat this person. I type a standard message. I copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. I don't call anybody names because I'm confused. you know what I mean, right?
Yes.
So this is totally new. It's not about the product. It's not about the number of products you sell. It's not about the number of sales. It's about how many people you can sponsor today. This is the key point. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
So imagine you can present, you can recruit 10 people today. 1 month, 300 people. Imagine that, right? 1 year, 3,000 something. Why you cannot turn to become Blue Diamond the last 6 months of the year? You understand what I'm trying to say, right? Any question? Okay? Right. So before I end up, may I take a selfie with you all?
Yes.
This is a good thing to pause, you know. Okay, I just stand here. Okay. You ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.